We're live going down drains. In fact, we're going to talk to Gilligan, Gobbledocks and Popcorn, who are part of the, what is it called, the Cave Clan, and they're somewhere down a sewer. Guys, can you receive us?
Yes, we can.
Georgie, why the mask?
Sorry, what was that?
Why the mask, Georgie?
Just to keep my identity secret.
That was the Cave Clan, a group of urban explorers that was founded in 1986 in Melbourne, Australia, by 3 teenagers who were so bored of their summer holiday that they decided to explore the deepest, darkest depths of their city. Their exploration of drains, sewers, bunkers, tunnels and forts led to a large membership, mailing list and even their own magazine. Unlike most fads in the 80s, the act of urban exploration, otherwise known as Urbex, is still in motion today, mimicking the same actions as members of the Cave Clan, but now on a much larger scale. With the rise of the internet within the last 2 decades, it's become much more easily accessible for people to share their urban explorations and their stories and photos in forums, websites and blogs. Much different to how it was for the Cave Clan back then. But now we have a new breed of urban explorers who go bigger, better and scarier. These people are all around you. They are international, but you would never know unless you actually knew them. And that is why I'm making this documentary. I want to find these people and get to know their reasons for carrying out this intriguing yet slightly dangerous hobby. This is Urbex.
Urban exploration, I think, is a really fascinating topic for all kinds of reasons. I actually came about it in terms of my academic research. So a lot of what they do is a certain type of exploring the built environment. And so through doing that research, we started thinking about what urban exploration means in quite a broad sense, really, because I think the type of urban exploration that you've been thinking about is a very particular type of urban exploration, which generally is people kind of entering kind of off the radar type places, places which are kind of closed down, derelict. Whereas I kind of think of urban exploration as something which is a bit broader than that. There are different types of urban explorers, even of the sort which kind of are involved in kind of recreational trespass. Other times people do it in terms of uncovering kind of local histories as well. So it might be about kind of going to these places which would otherwise be cut off, people might be forgetting about, might not be seen to have any official significance, but urban exploration allows different layers of meaning to actually be uncovered. But then there's also, I think, it's worth acknowledging here that some of this, it is just for pure pleasure. There is, a recreational kind of leisure activity that, people like going out walking in the countryside. Some people like rooting around kind of abandoned factories in cities as well. But it has been around for a long time. And I think that there is a certain nostalgic kind of thread in this that you speak to people and people say, like, it kind of reminds me when I was a kid and we used to go and break into X, Y and Z. And so it's something which I think has gone on, but it's only kind of been formalised in a particular way with things like online forums, particularly, different types of sharing kind of media, and particularly some urban explorers who have gone to great lengths of taking really good photographs of what they're doing as well. So it's kind of the imagery of it has started to be something which has gained a lot more attention, I think, as well.
After my talk with Hannah, I felt I had gained a better idea of who urban explorers were, but I wasn't getting any closer to actually being an explorer. So I decided to sign up to the popular Urbex forum 28 days later. Initially, I wanted to hold an interview with an explorer, but out of the 15 users we contacted, all of them declined. Many of the responses we were met with indicated that we would have to actually start exploring ourselves before we could become an active member of the Urbex community. We started scouting popular Urbex hotspots across the country, but the one location that stood out to me was Woolton Hall. The beauty of the place drew me in, and I knew that this was the first place that I was to go exploring. After reading a few Woolton Hall entries in multiple Urbex forums, it became apparent that the 18th century country house was guarded and hard to break into. Many of the explorers who had previously gone into the building gained access through making contact with the caretaker, John. But after months of searching for the caretaker's number, we still could not find anything. Until we were tipped off by a user on the Urbex forum, who told us that the caretaker would give us a tour. And so we phoned the number and we arranged a visit.
Oh, they get in. They break in the back way, in the back doors. Take panels off the windows and everything.
Have you ever come across any like?
No. I'm up here all the time, but I don't know what it is. We put the lights on.
Oh wow, this is gorgeous.
We've got a certain amount of lights in here.
What do you think to the people breaking in? The urban exploration, the Urbex scene, kind of.
Yeah, well, they go around taking pictures like you.
Yeah.
To old buildings.
Yeah.
And if they can't get in, they break in.
Yeah.
Don't do any damage inside, but it's getting in outside.
Yeah.
Now, see the way they broke in the back there?
Because you can actually see why people would want to break into this place, because like, we just got a full history of it, but if you came in here, you kind of like have to work it out for yourself, which is pretty cool. It's a very strange hobby, I've got to say, like stepping into another world kind of thing. How it feels. After John gave us a tour, we explored the place further for the best part of 2 hours. After this experience, I felt a sense of excitement within me, a feeling that I think many urban explorers feel when they carry out their unique hobby. I now felt totally different about urban exploration. It was no longer this dangerous and dark hobby, it was a very easily attainable and unique hobby that I could see myself carrying on.